Hey YouTube, it's Marida and welcome to another edition of the Nurse Lounge. In today's edition, we're not talking about nursing today. We're going to continue my series of my narcissistic marriage, my road to recovery. And today we're going to talk about the silent treatment. If you want to know more about this and how I'm dealing with that or how I dealt with that, please stay tuned. All right, we are back. My name is Dr. Marida P. I am a registered nurse. However, today, again, we're not talking about nursing. We're going to jump right into this topic of silent treatment. So when it comes to the silent treatment, the narcissist would often use this as a tactic to basically punish me, shall I say, for not doing whatever he wanted me to do. So he would go days and days and days and not say a thing to me and live right in this house. And for me, as time went on, it was actually peaceful that he didn't say nothing to me. So for me, it didn't bother me. But that was his tactic that he would use in order to basically say, I'm punishing you. I mean, that's not his words, but I'm punishing you for not doing what I wanted you to do. And so an example of that would be, let's say, for instance, I took money out the bank to pay bills, okay, which is something that most people would do. And he wanted to take the money and do something else with it, such as buy the kids a video game, which we argued about that quite often. And I would go pay the bills like I'm supposed to. So I would take all the money out the bank to go pay bills. Well, I would then in turn get the silent treatment because why? He wanted to do something else with the money, even though it was not realistic. That's what he wanted to do with the money. So he would give me the silent treatment and not talk to me for days. The issue is when I flipped it on him and I started doing the exact same thing, that's when there was an issue. There is always a double standard with these people. So be mindful of that. There is always a double standard. They can do things to you, but you can never do those same things to them. And you best to believe if you do something to them that causes them to be upset, they're going to punish you for it. And they will punish you in various ways. And silent treatment is one of the ways that they do. They will use it as a tactic not to say anything to you. They will walk in the house, talk to the kids and blatantly ignore you. They will do anything they need to do to disrespect you. Make plans and not make them without you, again, as a tactic to get back at you. And you better believe you're going to be punished for whatever you've done to make them upset. That's called narcissistic injury. And there's been plenty of times in which I have done this and he has done whatever he could to get back at me. And those are the tactics that they use. Silent treatment is one of the number one tactics that he uses to get back at me. Even as we speak, he has not contacted me since, I want to say, in a month or two, maybe 2 months. And again, a way of trying to punish me by saying, hey, you can't have my money. I'm not going to talk to you. He won't help take care of the kids as we speak, which is perfectly fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. I'm doing great. And he thinks the silent treatment that he's giving me is actually hurting me when actually it's helping me. But what they tend to do is they'll be silent for a while, then they'll come back and what's called hoovering. They'll come back and kind of check in on you and see what you're doing as if nothing has even happened. And that's kind of what they do. They will use that silent treatment as a tactic to separate themselves. That's oftentimes when they use the silent treatment, they're going off doing something they have no business doing. They are actually out with probably another woman or another man or whatever they're into. They're doing whatever they need to do to kind of get their new supply ready. So when they either discard you or you discard them, they have somebody already lined up. So don't think that they sitting there just stewing while they are giving you the silent treatment. They're not. They're out there doing some business they have no business doing. So what you need to be doing is, again, I tell in every video, you need to be getting out of these relationships or situations if you are in a relationship with a narcissist. If it's a family member, you have to sometimes distance yourself from people like this, and that's perfectly okay to do so. I just want to impress upon you the importance of knowing they don't care about you, they don't love you, they are using you, and once they use you for everything they can use you for, they're gone anyway. So the silent treatment is a good thing for me, but I already know when he's going to come back around again at some point as if nothing has ever happened, asking, just kind of like, hey, so what you been up to? As if we're long lost friends. That's what they do. It's their tactic. It doesn't work with me. I'm okay. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. It's a very short video, but it's short, sweet, to the point. Again, there's nothing more to say about the silent treatment. That's how they treat you. And again, they're doing some dirt out there while they're being silent to you. Don't think they're actually stewing over anything that, they're done to try to think about, oh, how can I correct my marriage? Or how can I make my relationship better? No, they're going to come back with love bombing, actually. And love bombing is when they come back and tell you all these sweet nothings, buy you gifts, tell you the best thing since sliced bread. They do everything you want them to do. Everything you've been wanting them to do, they come back and do. Only to reel you back in, and then to do the same thing over again when you don't do something they want you to do. It's not real. It's not real at all. Just know that. So silent treatment, you can do that to them too. Again, when you do that to them, best to believe they're going to retaliate. And usually it's something to take away from you that you know, some way to get back at you. But be ready for that mentally, because it can be bothersome if you're not prepared for that. They play this tit for tat kind of game. So it's not where, come on, let's sit and talk about our issues or problems. That's what civilized adults would do. When we have problems, we want to use communication to talk about our problems. They don't do that. They just use a silent treatment. They love bomb. They, when you create a narcissistic injury, they come back and do the same thing over again. It's a vicious cycle. You're not going to get out of that until you get out of the relationship or situation. So that's enough of this video. Thank you for watching this video on these series. This is short, sweet, like I said. Please follow me on IG. Also, you will see a whole playlist of these kind of videos. I am doing well at this point in time. I am recovering or healing from this process. He has been out of my house now for, let's see, since April, and it's now September. So it's been some time that he's been out the house, and I've had time to adjust and to heal. The kids are healing and doing fine. I'm working. Things are going well for us. There is light at the end. It is very hurtful going through the process. It is very, very hurtful, especially if you're not knowing what is going on with your relationship. But it does get better with time, day by day by day. They are manipulating you. They do not care about you. They only want what they can get out of you. They have a problem that cannot be cured, okay, because they don't think they have an issue. So when they don't have an issue, it's always your fault. They play the victim all the time. So there's no way that you can recover, that they can recover from this. And if you stay with them, you be staying with them knowing that you are staying with someone who is using you. Don't be that person. If you ever need to reach out to me, feel free to do so either here or DM me on IG, and we can talk about whatever issues you may have. I've had some people reach out to me already because, you know, they are going through something similar, and, you know, I'm a listening ear. That's what you would like to have. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Some of the people that I actually listen to on IG or for narcissism is Dr. Les Carter, which is Surviving Narcissism, Dr. Carmen Bryant, who is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, Pink Girl Teaches, Sarah Speaks. I listen to Quinn Holliday from Associate Direct, and another one is if you want to get the biblical perspective, Pastor R.C. Blakes Jr. is another one that I listen to when he talks about the Jezebel spirit and basically, you know, how we as women need to kind of know who that is, and how men can exhibit that behavior, even though the Jezebel spirit, no, Jezebel was a woman who did things in the Bible, but, you know, men can actually exhibit some of that same type of behavior. And he really talks to us women about being queens and what that means, and how to let go of bad men or toxic relationships in general. So even if you're not into a narcissistic marriage, but you have a bad relationship or toxic relationship, he talks about those issues. So I definitely recommend you go watch him. So I will have those listed down below in the description box. But until the next time, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you know next time that I upload a video. And until the next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.